Hey guys, it's Kooltrex here, and today we're doing a discussion about the Nintendo NX with my friend Yousuf.
Oops.
Um, so you can say hi.
Hi. Oh, hi.
Yeah, same here, but yeah, we're going to be talking about the NX and what the heck has been going on with this machine. So I have not talked with the NX much, so I thought I'd do it now, right before, because it's going to be announced any day now, apparently. There's rumors that's going to be announced like next week or something, so yeah, let's just get right into it. So, what do you think the NX is going to be?
Well, if damn, why do I keep doing this? I don't know what it's gonna be. I honestly don't. It,
Like, do you think it's gonna be a handheld or a console or a hybrid or what? Like,
I honestly hope that it's a hybrid and not just a handheld because handheld is like annoying.
I mean, yeah, because like now the 3DS is almost at end of its lifespan. It came out 2011 or in 20 almost in 2017 now, so it's almost time for it to go. And that's typically the lifespan of the handhelds and the console. We already know how that's doing, but it's not doing great. So both need to be replaced. So it's literally taking down two birds with one stone. So I personally think that a hybrid would be really good, and that's what everyone's been saying. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't want it to be like hook it up. It's I don't want it to be like a console that you take with you. I want it to be like a streaming console.
Like you have like another version where you can take with you on the go.
Yeah, like it's like I think I want it. Me personally, I want it like the Wii U gamepad, but like instead of like the Wii U wirelessly connecting to the gamepad, it should be like it connects via Wi-Fi or something like that.
Uh, yeah, I get what you mean, but like, wouldn't that be hard? Because like, what if you don't have Wi-Fi? So how would you be able to play it?
I also think, or we could, or I wanted to how what
Yeah,
you call it, da. You know what am I saying? Oh, yeah. I think like just like have little parts like you can download like specific like a fraction of the game onto your thingamajiggy onto
yeah,
your
I
game.
know. You know what I think they're gonna do though? I think this is what they're gonna do, and this is what they should do. They should release games for the NX where it's like a cartridge, right? Because there's rumors of it being a cartridge-based console where you can take the cartridge, because it's probably gonna be small, probably as big as like a DS or a Vita cartridge, and like more like a SD card than a cartridge, really. But you just plug it, you put the cartridge in your console, and you can you have to go somewhere, you can just take out the same cartridge, and it saves on the cartridge, just like a DS game, like the new Mario Bros. Or something.
Yeah.
And instead of saving on the console, because I think saving on the system has its advantages, but also has its disadvantages. But yeah, you could take that same cart and just put it in the handheld version, and there you go. You can play on the go. So that would work really cool. So there's like you can put a picture right now or something. Like I have an example. There's like this cartridge of Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, and it looks really nice. It's literally just a 3DS cartridge, but it has it on the front. And if it's that big, then honestly, that would just be so sick.
Yeah, but I wanted it to be like that, but like if they can't do like the save memory can't be on the thingamajiggy due to like, on the SD, on the card due to like cost limitations. I think like they should have it so like you can download part of the game onto the gamepad.
Uh, like what do you prefer? Do you prefer the game to save on the console or the card itself?
I mean, I'd prefer it to be saved on the console
Why?
because if you save onto the I mean like save data isn't really that much like it doesn't take up too much memory.
Uh-huh.
But like even if it raises the cost even like slightly, I think they should just roll with cartridge. I mean
This
console based
uh
stuff.
so let's say they use cartridges, right? Well, there's so many different kinds of cartridges. There's, the big Nintendo 64 ones. There's the
They're
small.
definitely not gonna do it like that.
Yeah, yeah. So do you think they're gonna be like the Vita and like the DS? Are they gonna be like tiny? Do you think they're gonna be like with
It's
TurboGrafx
definitely gonna
or?
be like tiny-ish.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, really, we haven't had big cartridges since like the N64. So
Yeah, big cartridges are like obsolete nowadays. Like even if you look at if you actually like open up a N64 cartridge, it's like most of it is just empty space. Like
Yeah, I'm looking at one right now. It is. You're right. The whole top half is empty space.
yeah,
They just needed a shape so that little kids could hold it in like a way where
and
they
also
could.
like it doesn't
Yeah,
overheat and whatever.
yeah. I think that's it. So, you think they're gonna be like Vita cartridges,
I
or they're
think
gonna
it's
be
gonna
like,
be more of a 3DS. Like it's gonna be bigger than a Vita's cartridges are pretty darn small. Like
yeah, really small? I have one in front of me right now. It's super
honestly,
tiny.
like if I wouldn't want a Vita cartridge just for the fact that it's so small that it's so easy to lose. Like
Yeah. I mean, I personally wouldn't like. I keep them in a case, but like, I understand what you mean. I like personally, my favorite cartridge has to be the original Game Boy cartridges, the ones that are like shaped like squares, rectangles.
yeah.
Those are my favorite. They just feel nice in the hand.
Yeah, the
They're
one thing I hate about the Game Boy Advance cartridges is that like you can't really stack them.
You can't stack them. Yeah, they have like that little handle on the top. But the Game Boy cartridges, I just love them. They're just, especially the Pokemon ones, because they're colored. They just look so nice. Yeah. So, anyways, now let's talk about how they're not revealing the NX yet, and where and what. We're
I
right now
feel like
today
that's
is
probably like their stupidest move they could do.
like it's gonna come out in March, and we're like less than 6 months away. The fans are getting fed up. Like not even just the fans, but like people who your audience. Like obviously the Nintendo fan base is very small now. I'm just gonna be honest with you. If it was bigger, then the Wii would have sold a lot more. A lot of the 3DS sales were for like casual people too. So they should be targeting the people because we're people like me. I'm gonna buy it anyway later on, but I will still
Yeah,
buy it eventually.
like
There shouldn't be. I'm just gonna dodge it. I'm still gonna buy one either way. Eventually, I will buy one. But like, they should be targeting like the people like, um, the people who are not sold on the idea, but they just have not revealed it. People are getting mad. People are getting frustrated. People just don't care. Some people don't care.
yeah, honestly, like the way that they're doing it is kind of stupid. Like how many months? It's like 5 months.
Yeah, there's how many months left? So, no, October, November, December, January, February, March. That's 6 months. They revealed it. Then revealed they announced they were working on it in like
The Wii
April
U,
of 2015.
like the Wii U, they announced it like a year before
They
the
revealed
Wii.
it. They released it. Yeah,
They revealed it a month before. All these things have been like revealed like a long time ago, yet they keep on. But just for the NX, it's been 5 months. It's like 5 months till the release date, and we still have no idea what we are. We're literally speculating right now what it's gonna be like months before it actually is like released.
that's
That's how
crazy.
sad it is.
I mean, like they aren't. I mean, they are stupid, but like they aren't that stupid that they're gonna just not show it. They must have a lot of faith in this system
Honestly,
to
like the way
not
that they're
reveal it till now.
like honestly, if it's just like a console that you hook like a handheld that you can hook up to your TV, honestly, I feel like it's gonna fail definitely.
You think it's gonna fail if it's a console that hooks up to your TV, just like any other console?
If it hooks up just to the TV,
Uh-huh.
then it's just gonna fail. Like
No,
honestly.
like yeah, the hybrid idea makes the most sense. From what we've seen of like what they've copyrighted, I think it's gonna be a handheld. Because if you look at the pictures, maybe you could put one of them up here. The the there's like the patents. This is not the NX. We don't know if it's the NX, but it could be the NX, and it looks very interesting. Like it's like kind of like a Vita and a PSP, but at the same time, it's
Yeah, what
just
I'm hoping
smaller
for is that's actually just like the
handheld compartment.
yeah, handheld compartment.
Like the version, yeah.
Like just like a
Um,
gamepad instead of like
Yeah, that's what people have said. The NX is not aiming to compete with the likes of the PS4 on a power level.
I
So
don't
like,
care. I honestly don't care what the heck people want to say. I think, like, even if it's PS4, like, come on, PS4 is just like how many years old? The,
it's 2013. Yes, it's 3 years old.
yeah, and it was when it was released, it was like pretty old tech.
Yeah, so if it's weaker than the PS4, I'm sorry. That's just
Sad. Like,
yeah.
like it
I,
has to be stronger than like the PS5 at least.
we have the PS4 Pro and the Xbox
No, I meant
Scorpio.
PS4.5, 4.5, not 5.
PS4 Pro, yeah. We have that coming out. PS4 Pro's coming out in like less than a month. The Xbox Scorpio is coming out very soon as well. And they just have these mid consoles coming in. So if it's not as powerful than those, then I'm sorry. That's just
sad.
I mean, I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, Nintendo's for the games." But what about the third parties? You need the third parties. That's proven with the Wii U. You look at the 3DS. You have so many third parties supporting it. You have Atlas. You have Square Enix. You have Capcom. That's not the reason it's successful, but it's definitely helping. And if the Wii U had stuff like that, but with like good ports, because at the launch, I remember there was a lot of
Like imagine if Skyrim or Fallout 4 or something like that was actually on like the Wii U and like NX.
that would have helped a lot. GTA 5 would have helped a lot. GTA 5 was supposed to come to the Wii U, but it got canceled because of the sales. But it was supposed to come, I remember.
Yeah, because
it was planned and everything. So yeah. And
honestly, from like a company standpoint, why the heck would you want to go onto the Wii market if it's like such a failure?
Well, the Wii market, the people who were into Wiis, those same people, guess what? They're smartphone people, the same audience. So they should not be aiming for those. They should be aiming for the people, and they should not be aiming for people like me either. They should be aiming for the people who are on like the PlayStation side and the Xbox side.
Like the losers.
I mean, not really the losers, but just have a good mixture of third and first party. Because that's the reason why people come to Nintendo, for the first party. But the reason why people buy a PS4 is because the third party. Now I know what you're gonna say, but Nintendo doesn't have stuff like good online. They need the good online.
They need the best online. Like online is important as heck. Like the Splatoon, honestly, is Splatoon is fun as heck. But like the fact that it doesn't have like chatting. Is like kind of like sad.
Yeah, I mean, just what was I gonna say? Speaking of the online, do you think it's gonna be like free, like PC on like PS3, or it's gonna
honestly,
like, cost
I think
money?
it's like really sad, like how the Xbox and PS is like charging for.
Yeah.
Like honestly, you're paying already shelling out like $30, 20 to $30 for internet, and then they have like the audacity to charge $60.
Yeah, they raised the price of the PlayStation one.
How much is it now?
It was 50, now it's 60. Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's just like sad. Like if you see like you can't compete with like Steam with like something like that. Like honestly, like I do not want to spend like $60 a year on something like that.
Oh.
Like internet, I mean like I honestly don't know why it would cost them $60 to even host that much.
No, it's because they know they can take the money. When the PlayStation,
like people who honestly like how they were saying it'll provide like a better experience was just bull crap.
Yeah, but I mean they did get better games for PlayStation. What's it called? PlayStation Plus. I think they got like
PlayStation Plus is still like not even that good.
Yeah, I know it's not good. I'm not defending it. I'm just saying they got better games this month. I'm not saying like I'm not defending it. I'm just saying like at least they're trying to put it somewhere.
Yeah.
Hopefully they keep that up. It's not like indies.
Like like the fact that they were using indies for like most of the PS Now was just pathetic.
That pissed people off. You saw how many dislikes the videos would get. I remember. And then there'd be actually people defending them, going like, "Oh, you should be thankful." Like, dude, it's not free. You're paying for it.
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
If I'm paying that much money, I expect something like. I'm not even like talking about like really like expensive games. Like also like I'm talking like some old games, like maybe Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah, like they well, I think for the NX, actually the online, just make it free, but make it good. If they charged, I would swear I would just
No,
I'd
I
be
don't
very
want them to
disappointed.
charge. Seriously, like charging that much money for like something that stupid is just honestly.
Yeah, I mean, people are already paying for games and console, and it's not like people just spend all their money on games.
Yeah.
People spend on other things too. So it's just like, it's
That's
just kind
just
of wrong.
straight up just stealing money from them.
Yeah. But anyways, let's talk about games now. So what do you think's gonna happen with the launch, like launch titles? What do you expect?
Honestly, like the fact that we don't know much about it is like kind of like screwing like the predictions for me.
Yeah, but what, like, let's say, what franchises do you think we'll see in
Sonic
the launch?
definitely.
Yeah, the Sonic game's
Mario.
coming.
If they
Well,
honestly
you,
came out with like a Mario title like as a launch date, then honestly they would be sold.
they have Zelda, Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, Zelda is like a good start, but like 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 Zelda like that game. I feel like it's more for like it's aimed at more of like teenagers because like
Oh, like hardcore people.
yeah they need to get like that whatchamacallit, they need to get some Mario, some of that Mario games, some of them Kirby games.
I mean, at launch, I don't expect Kirby, Mario, and Zelda, but I do
I
expect
expect
maybe
one
it's.
of them.
I expect a Mario spin-off. Like GameCube, we got Luigi's Mansion, so maybe something like that. Maybe like some cool spin-off. I would not like a sports game, but like
Like
some kind
wasn't
of
Super
unique
Mario
spin-off.
Galaxy like also like a launch title?
No, it came out in 2007.
Like Super Mario 64, like it was a launch title, right?
Super Mario 64, yeah, but and Nintendo 64 only launched for two games, I believe.
Yeah. But like those games were amazing. Like games like those are gonna like sell the console, not some random crap like bat like Mario All Stars or some weird crap that they come up with all the time.
Yeah. For launch games, I also expect. Miyamoto said this Pikmin 4.
Oh, Pikmin 4 is like honestly, I played Pikmin 3 and it was like the best game. It was like an amazing game.
Pikmin 3. Yeah, I've heard so much about Pikmin 3. I gotta get that game. But
Yeah,
anyways,
I got it for free from Mario Kart 8.
oh
I
yeah,
bought it.
yeah, I remember that. I gave my code to a friend though because he wanted it. So yeah. But anyways, so I know that Pikmin 4, and we got Pikmin 4 might not come out at launch though. It might be like a early title, like maybe like a month later, because they need to keep the momentum. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
from third parties, I expect Ubisoft to be there. Ubisoft's
Yeah,
always there.
Ubisoft is gonna, but I honestly feel like Ubisoft is gonna do like Just Dance or something crappy.
Yeah, Just Dance is confirmed. I swear it's confirmed.
Maybe
Just Dance
Rayman,
27th.
maybe in the next Rayman like title.
I wouldn't expect that right now because we already know what happened with Rayman Legends on Wii U. What happened? You know the whole thing that happened with that. Do you
No,
remember?
nah.
So basically, it was supposed to be an exclusive launch title for the Wii U, right? But they delayed it like a month or two because they had to work on it, right? So that's no biggie, right? They delayed it from the launch. It would have been a good launch title. But what happened was, because Zombie U was also a Ubisoft title and it launched with the Wii U, it didn't sell what they thought it was going to sell. It sold like, I forgot, they had a way bigger like prediction for how much it would sell. So it didn't sell as much, right, Zombie U? So they got kind of like bummed out. So they delayed Rayman and no, an entire year, not just 2 months, a year after seeing how Zombie U didn't do that great, and they ported it to PS3, Xbox 360, PS Vita, PC, PS4, Xbox One. They ported it to everything. So the Wii U people got so mad because of that. Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, like I honestly understand why they did that, but like kind of scummy. But the
I mean, yeah, they promised, but I mean,
yeah, but it's like
every third
business,
party they had
business.
to. It was an
Like
expensive game, probably.
it was probably an expensive game.
Yeah, it was a big controversy, I remember. But anyways, for other games, I'd have to say you can expect something from like maybe some like because developers are gonna test it out, right? So they're probably gonna put like some cheap games on it. So you can probably expect EA to put like some FIFA game.
Yeah.
You can expect Rocksteady to put like maybe
The
like
way
some
they're talking about how it's like easy to port, I expect like to be like all these companies jumping on board,
decent EA
like
graphics.
like because they say like it's so easy to port with. I honestly expect them to launch with even like better game. Like I expect them to launch with like Call of Duty and crap like that.
The thing about Call of Duty though is that Infinite Warfare's coming out next month, and next I just don't think it'll be worth it to port it 4 or 5 months later.
Yeah, but isn't what's the other Call of Duty game that's coming out?
Just Infinite Warfare
No, there's also
and
another
Modern Warfare
one.
Remastered.
Huh?
Modern Warfare Remastered.
Yeah, when is that coming out?
Same day, because you have to have Infinite Warfare to get Modern Warfare Remastered. It's coming. But yeah, maybe then Lego games. You can expect Lego games. We always get Lego games.
Yeah. Also maybe a couple other like Blizzard and
Blizzard.
no, what's my called? Not Blizzard. Activision and Blizzard games.
Yeah, Activision. Activision, I feel they'll just post some like cheap game they release around that time. I think you can expect some like, I'm not saying at launch, but maybe at launch we'll expect.
When is Final Fantasy 15 coming out?
Come out next month.
Honestly, if they had that as like a title for the for the NX, that would also be like a good decision.
Yeah, because that's like a technological like feat. Like that game just looks gorgeous, and it's only coming for PS4 and Xbox One. But they said they might. Square Enix is on board. They said they're gonna put Dragon Quest X. It's basically confirmed. Dragon Quest 11. Dragon Quest 11. We're not sure because the thing is, Dragon Quest 11 is a 3DS and a PS4 game. The 3DS version looks like one of those old Dragon Quest games on like the Super Nintendo or like the NES, whatever. And the PS4 version looks like just like Final Fantasy like 15, where it's like all like huge and gorgeous overworld. So the 3DS version is like they're both the same, like technically the same like game, but like really like different like in how they're presented. So
honestly,
I think
me personally, I'm really hoping that they port it to like the PC.
Dragon Quest 11.
No,
Final Fantasy 15.
Final Fantasy 15.
They said they will eventually because they said that the full scope of the game was not realized on PS4 and Xbox One, so you can expect it because Square Enix has been porting a lot of games to PC recently.
Yeah, like when I was looking through Steam the other day, I saw like a lot of Final Fantasy games. 8, 7, 4,
Yeah, they
3.
ported a crap ton of games.
Yeah, probably because it's not even that hard for them.
Yeah, because a lot of them are cheap, like mobile ports. So yeah. But anyways, let's go back to the NX. I think Platinum Games is gonna do something for it.
Do you think they're gonna do Wonderful Joe again?
Wonderful 101?
Yeah, Wonderful 101.
Probably not that. I think you can expect Bayonetta 3, but at the end of the next year. I think Bayonetta 3 is very high, because we're getting the Bayonetta Amiibo too. So, I think... Oh, and Amiibo. We gotta talk about Amiibo. Amiibos are definitely...
Oh yeah, Amiibos are gonna, like, be in there, and honestly, I really want Nintendo to up their game with the... whatchamacallit, the market for... I want them to up their game with like production of Amiibos because Amiibos are selling like crazy, but like they aren't really realizing their full potential.
No, but here's where the problem comes up with Amiibos. If you put a content that's really good in it, and only the Amiibo people can get, then the people will say that it's scummy that you're locking it on disc. But then if you put something that's not that great on it, then the people will get mad that there's not something good on the Amiibo. So you can't please these people. So like, how do you like? They should, in my opinion, they should make it so that you can still get what's on the Amiibo, but just make it like a little harder to get. Because I just don't believe they should charge you $13 to get like maybe like a costume or like an extra level or something. That just seems like a little scummy to me.
Yeah, I liked what they did with Splatoon and like it unlocked like special little levels and whatever.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. So let's go back to let's go to the price point now. How much do you think it's gonna cost?
Well, it really depends. If it's gonna be just a just a game like just like why can't I talk today? If it's just a handheld, then I feel like it shouldn't be more than like 200. But if it's gonna be like a actual hybrid with like streaming to each other, Wi-Fi, whatever, then I would pay up to $400.
Oh wow! When the NES launched, it launched at $200. But if you inflate it and adjust it to today, that's $412.
Yeah.
And the Sega Genesis came out $190. If you adjust that today, that's 346. Super Nintendo 200, adjusted to 332. PlayStation 1 300, but if you adjust it, it's 446. So looking at the history of like all the consoles, let's look at NES was 412, Super Nintendo was 33. NES was 200. Let's not adjust. 200. Super Nintendo was 200. Nintendo 64 was also 200. GameCube was 200, and Wii was 250. Wii U was 300. So if you look, they mostly stayed around the 200 range up until the Wii, where they realized they could profit from selling it $50 more. Wii U 300 because of the gamepad.
No, yeah, but like, if you shouldn't just for Afnan, you should adjust for inflation because wages are like other things are adjusted for.
Oh yeah. So Wii was 284 adjusted for inflation, and Nintendo 64 was adjusted to 289. So if you look though, it's always been like around like. I think that if it's a console handheld hybrid where it comes with both, it will probably be kind of expensive because they have to bundle in not one but two machines. But if they sell it where you can get just the handheld, you don't have to get the console. This is what I'm saying. You get the handheld, and you don't even have to have the console. You can get any games you want, and then maybe in like a year or two, or like a couple months, let's say you get the console. Those same games with the same saves will work on the console. So imagine you're playing something like Fire Emblem or Shin Megami Tensei or some like really cool RPG, Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy on the handheld. You put that same game in the console, and you're saved from the console to handheld.
Yeah.
So
but I don't think they should do that because it kind of like limits you on like CPU power and everything like that. Because like obviously like you can cramp a lot more stuff into like a.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the whole problem. How can they make a console handheld hybrid when how can they make a console handheld hybrid if they're gonna how are they gonna put the console game on the handheld? Like they have to make a really powerful handheld to do that.
I just want them to do a streaming service because to me that sounds like the most logical approach. Like just carry on with Wi-Fi, or you can like have part of the game, just like a little part of the game, like I don't know, like say like an hour or two worth of gameplay saved onto the just like you can upload it onto the whatchamacallit, the gamepad, and then like that way it won't be like too, and that way you can still have like the console experience but on like a handheld. Like that way I think it would be awesome, but like preferably I want it to be like a streaming service.
Okay. So what topic should we move on to now?
How about we discuss the current NX rumors going on?
Well, I would discuss them, and I will discuss them right now, but the problem is we still don't know what the heck it is, so there's really nothing to go off of. Last thing we got was the fact that it might get revealed at October 21st, and the reason the person who made that rumor up said that was because they revealed, I forgot, they did something else on October 21st, 2011
I think last year they did something like X and Pokemon.
Yeah, but like, that's just that's something off to go off. What are you gonna see? That's the thing. People are like literally like scraping the bottom of the barrel for rumors. Like it's like literally like the bucket is done. They're just scraping at it to find anything, literally anything. I was just going crazy.
Yeah, honestly, like that's probably like their stupidest move, but it could potentially be a smart move because like then you're hyping up the NX. But if it ends up to be something stupid, like
yeah, then the hype, everyone's gonna get so pissed.
Yeah, then the hype would kill them.
Yeah, that's what happened with like No Man's Sky and stuff.
No Man's Sky sucked.
No Man's Sky, the hype for that game, I knew it was gonna be some just like, I mean, I would have if it was like some $20, $30 indie game. I know that it wouldn't have gotten the hate it did. But
yeah, but like
that's
the 1.8 like the one thing that should have thrown you off was like the size of the game. It said like
the size of the game. People should have known. People are being idiots.
It should have been like it was like 18 quintillion planets, but like
they're all the same.
Save file was like 3 gigabytes.
Yeah, they're so similar, all of them.
Like that's smaller than like that's smaller than like a lot of games.
Yeah, but anyways,
like the NX rumors.
The rumors. So there's really nothing to go off of, but we have some games. We have the Project Sonics 2017, that's confirmed. Nintendo NX is basically confirmed because Miyamoto said it would be. Dragon Quest 11, that's basically confirmed. We have Just Dance, which that just shows Ubisoft's probably just using that to test it out. But no one who's gonna buy an NX like on launch, and they're gonna buy like Just Dance to play.
Yeah,
Like, that
like
just sounds like
that's just stupid. Like that's just stupid on. I understand why they want to test it out, but like, why
they
would you?
think that's not gonna test it out. They need something like Assassin's Creed or like Watch Dogs to test it out. Now, like something a little bit, something a little bit that people would actually play. You know,
Yeah.
or like Tom Clancy or something like that.
Yeah,
Literally anything.
If they had like Tom Clancy, that would be awesome. Like the new game, I mean, like the new game wasn't like that good, but like it sold well. So if they put that on it, if they put a game like that on the NX, then like that would be like a good thing. And especially considering how like there's rumors of especially considering how there's rumors like the NX is easy to like port to.
Uh,
Like all
but
these companies are saying, like a bunch of companies are saying, like it's so easy to port to the NX. It's just like dragging the file into like just copying and pasting and like letting it like letting like the program do everything for you.
uh, um, let's talk about the. What was I gonna say? Actually, I forgot. Crap. Oh my god, I had a topic. Yeah, GTA.
Huh?
GTA.
I need to go and grab something from the drawer.
GTA has a 5-year life cycle, right? So usually every 5 or 6 years, we get a new GTA. So in 2013, we got GTA 5, got ported to a bunch of other stuff, except for the Wii U. And now, we're almost in 2017, right? So this is going to be the 4th year, so you can expect GTA 5 to come out
GTA 6.
in the next, GTA 6, sorry, in like 2 years, or like a year. So they're going to want that. That's going to be a big game for them.
It's over there, so I could grab it. No, it's over there.
So, on like the rumor about it being like just solely a handheld that you just hook up to the TV. Honestly, like that rumor, I feel like it has no sustenance. But like the way like how it's going on like so strongly, I'm starting to doubt that.
The reason people say that is because of the fact that the 3DS and Wii U are both on their way out. So it just seems like a cool thing, you know what I mean, to some people.
Like the streaming is like like I keep saying this over and over again, but streaming is like like I honestly believe that's the way to go.
There also rumored, that game Beyond Good and Evil 2?
No.
So basically it's a game for the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube by Ubisoft called Beyond Good and Evil. I never played it, but it's apparently it's a very good game and it's a cult classic, but it didn't sell very well. So they're supposed to make a sequel that's supposed to come on 360 and PS3, and they announced that like a long time ago, like a Last Guardian time ago. So they never, like they always say every couple of years that it's still being made, but there's rumors now that Nintendo got a hold of it and they're going to be using it to like, they're going to be using it to as like a title to like take, because like Bayonetta 2, how everyone wanted Bayonetta, like everyone loved Bayonetta, but they never got a sequel and Nintendo came in. It's gonna be like a similar situation to that. So what do you think of that?
That would be great.
Yeah, but it's just gonna be like what's the word? It's just gonna be like another Bayonetta 2 where like most people haven't played Beyond Good and Evil 1 that I know of. If you have, that's cool, but we haven't. So they should do like a Bayonetta version situation where they release it with the disc, the first game for the NX. That would be so cool. Or first cartridge or whatever.
What I really like that I want like Nintendo to like get better games, like more like out of like the Marios and like Zeldas, like and into like the more sustenance. I wouldn't say sustenance games, more of like something that you wouldn't feel like embarrassed to play.
What do you mean?
Like honestly, like people who are like teenagers, like they wouldn't want to like be associated with like playing Mario. Like we're probably like the only like we're probably some of the few idiots that actually do it. But like most people who are like 18 don't really want to be associated with like playing Mario or something like that. They like it's not like mature or something.
That's just like that's not even adults, dude. That's usually like those 10-year-olds, those like
Yes.
10 to 12-year-olds who just like think Call of Duty's mature. Like I'm not saying
It's
like
not.
I enjoy Call of Duty too. I enjoy Mario. They just need to have a mixture. They just need to have some, like some stuff like they have Sonic. They need Zelda. They need something like kids, something like more like for like kids. They need something for like adults. They need like a mixture of everything. So yeah.
I want them to get into like more like Metroid, like the way that they did like the Triforce or whatever Federations, whatever. Like that's
Metroid
just-
Federation Force. You want that?
No, I want something like the way that they did that is just like stupid. Like I feel like they have like they're gonna make a Metroid game, but it's gonna be for the NX, like the way that they did it. Like they're not.
I want they should make a real Metroid game. On
Yeah, that's
the
what I'm
NX.
saying. Like I don't think they're really stupid enough to like do Metroid Federation without having like actual like a backup plan.
Yeah. So do you think that's it? Do you think we covered all the topics?
We really didn't discuss like the rumors that much though.
The rumors. There's really nothing to go off on. There's a lot of them just don't seem legit.
Yeah. I
I think we. Yeah.
want like some of the rumors I'm just hoping that aren't true. Like the Carnage one, that seems really nice. The fact of like it being like hybrid seems nice. But something like the it being like barely stronger than the PS4. It being like like the one like it hooks up to your TV instead of like it actually having like its own like genuine console, like an actual like box that sitting next to your TV. That kind of stuff is like disappointing in my eyes if they actually fall through with it.
Yeah. But we'll see very soon. Apparently, it's gonna.
Yeah.
If they don't reveal it this month, I swear. But once the NX gets revealed, I guess we'll do another talk about what we think of it after it gets revealed, like just what we think of it. And yeah. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like. Let me know if you want more discussion videos like this. I'd love to do more.
Oh.
And yeah, peace out.
Peace.